thought. The retailer says U.S. customers who shopped in the weeks following Thanksgiving may have had their credit or debit card information stolen. Target today revealed that 70 million customers had been affected. That's more than the population of France. The firm says the hacked information included addresses, phone numbers, and email addresses. Experts are advising customers to get new debit or credit cards with new account numbers. Target CEO Greg Seifenhofer issued this apology. He said, "I know that it is frustrating for our guests to learn that this information was taken, and we are truly sorry they are having to endure this." Target has admitted holiday sales fell sharply after the hacking news was announced. Its share price fell in Friday's trade as well. Let's bring in John Simpson, the Privacy Project Director at Consumer Watchdog. He joins me from CNN Los Angeles. John, what do you make of this new disclosure, the number bigger, a little unclear exactly how much of any individual's information was compromised, but how worried should consumers be?
Well, people need to be aware that all this data is out there, and I think it's a wake-up call for companies to put more cybersecurity measures into place. I think by and large, if consumers do several things, they can be fairly safe. First of all, they don't have any liability for purchases that might be made against the debit cards or the credit cards, but they have to watch out and make sure that charges that they did not incur show up on their bills. So they need to be vigilant about that. This latest additional information that was grabbed seems to have been mostly names, email addresses, and possibly normal street addresses. And it's likely that that data might be used for so-called phishing scams. It probably would not result in someone's account being charged with a specific amount of money.
John, I've been asked this question. Does this, after this was disclosed, is it safer to use a credit card as opposed to a debit card? A credit card, of course, you get the bill, you pay it. A debit card does have a link to your bank account. Is it clear here that one is preferable to the other, given that we know that there was this massive breach?
Well, in this case, it probably, I mean, if it's the information that's been taken, the consumer has no liability. If the card is stolen, then and the physical card has been taken. A credit card, you have liability of only up to $50. With a debit card, potentially, if you don't report it soon enough, you can have unlimited liability. So, and it is also tied to your bank account and can give access to that money. So probably a credit card is somewhat safer.
No, that's certainly the conclusion I seem to be coming from after this. How do you grade Target's handling of this? There's been a lot of criticism. Of course, they would probably point to the fact that, you know, they're sort of trying to grapple with this. In terms of transparency, it seems so important, and companies continue to seem to be late to get us this information. How do you grade their performance?
Well, I think they must have done something horribly wrong before the incident. I mean, they got hacked. They obviously did not have appropriate cybersecurity measures in place. That being said, I think once it was discovered, they behaved very well, very responsibly. They've communicated with their customers. They're now going to be offering free credit monitoring for a year that might include identity theft insurance. Details of that are supposed to be out next week. I think they've gotten it right as far as what they did afterwards. Where they got it wrong was that this breach happened in the first place.
A lot more investing seems to need to be done. All right, I'm sure it's not the last we've heard of. John Simpson from Consumer Watchdog. Thank you so much.